Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. Thank you so much for joining for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through the cards. So the first card we have is the Eight of Wands. You do have some fire sign energy. Could be dealing with another Sagittarius, an Aries, or even a Leo. And we've got the Six of Swords shown up in the reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Three of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. So with this Three of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of having a hard time with being able to make something work. Something that perhaps even has been, something that has been repeating within a connection with someone. But this does feel like an energy of not being on the same page when it comes to working something out with somebody. I do feel like though, the Three of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of a desire to be able to make something work. But this does feel like an energy of also experiencing what may feel like something that's giving you a bit of some pushback when it comes to working something out with someone. It does feel like being on different pages. I do feel like with the Eight of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to hear a lot from someone. This person has intention to be able to reach out. I do feel like they have a lot to say. I do feel like with this Eight of Wands showing up over here, this does feel like communication. But also, I do also feel that things may actually feel like they may have started out very quickly, but this person is in a space where when it comes to how they are experiencing things with you, it does feel like their feelings developing very quickly. I do feel like with the Eight of Wands, this does feel like an energy that does feel like it is an energy of being swept up a little bit. So this person may also be in that space of mind. I do feel like with the Six of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an inability to move on from something. So there could actually be something that's persisting in this connection between the two of you that you are trying to work out. Feel that with the Six of Swords showing up in the reverse, this also feels like having communication around a repeating pattern as well. With the Six of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an inability to move on from something. So you do feel like being able to actually take time to be able to communicate around a situation might also be helpful. But with the Wheel of Fortune showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience a lot of differing moments. Do feel like going through a lot of experiences that does feel like something is. It's like experiencing this connection with this person as being one that does take you all over. It does feel like it can take you on what feels like a roller coaster. But with the Wheel of Fortune showing up over here, it feels like there is a sense of being able to experience a connection. That does feel like it's exciting. It feels thrilling. I do feel like with this Wheel of Fortune as well, when it comes to the way this person feels about you, I do feel like there is a sense of a burst of energy within this connection with you. It is something that's giving them that exhilaration. But I also feel there's a sense of also feeling very fortunate to be able to have found you, or to be able to be in this connection with you. And I do feel this person also being someone who's going to be taking action when it comes to being able to do something in this connection that is going to grab your attention. I also feel that when it comes to making something right or being able to work through something with you, it feels like an energy of somebody who's putting in effort as well to be able to experience that turning point that allows for being able to get past something or work through something that feels like it's a misfit in this connection. This Wheel of Fortune showing up over here, this person does feel like at the heart of things, they do feel very appreciative of your connection. Do also feel that they also feel the sense of being very lucky to be in this connection with you, to know you. There's a sense of also appreciating and realizing, recognizing what you mean to them, what this connection means to them. But with this Three of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of feeling like someone's going unnoticed, or there's a sense of somebody who's not recognizing. Do you feel like this person, they definitely do recognize you. Do also feel that there is also a sense of you taking up a lot of space within their mind, and also feel that there is a lot that they actually want to be able to communicate to you or express to you with that Eight of Wands. So I am going to clarify these cards. We have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Page of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles showing up over here. This does feel like an energy of really cautious energy within this connection, especially when it comes to being able to make a move. I do feel like there's a sense of being very cautious with the way things are being played. I do feel like with this Knight of Pentacles, this also feels like an energy of someone who's in a space where they don't want to rush things. They don't want to, I do feel like there's a sense of being in a space where this person could be someone who overthinks. I do feel like they are someone who does think things through to a very far extent when it comes to being able to take action in this connection with you. I do feel like someone coming in, it's like they're coming in slowly, or they are making an offer and expressing something to you, but it feels like it's they're taking their time with being able to get that across to you. With this Knight of Pentacles showing up over here, this does feel like a cautious energy, but I also feel there's a lot of consideration behind the intent of being cautious. It feels careful as well. I do feel like with this Ace of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where I do feel like this person is in a space where it's like their feelings are also something that's developing. It's something quite strong. I do feel like this could be something that they are also coming to realize within this connection with you. I feel there's a sense of a lot of gratitude when it comes to the emotions that they feel in this connection with you. With this Ace of Cups showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being able to enter into what may be a new start or a new beginning within this connection with someone, especially as far as you're connecting to this person. This feels like also being able to connect on a deeper level as well. Do you feel like there's also a sense of being connected with this person on a spiritual level, and this does feel like also this person being able to feel this connection is one is quite deeply meaningful to them. With the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of experiencing what feels like healing on a personal level. Do you feel like also when it comes to past experiences or past relationships that may actually influence you or have had an influence on you no longer being something that's holding you back? Do you feel like with the Three of Swords in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of forgiveness as well? So this does feel like an energy of being in a space where there's a sense of wanting to be able to let something go that is no longer serving your highest good. And I do feel like there is a sense of also working through anything that feels like it has had a hold on you. So this does feel like a sense of also being able to take the time to do the work, but also I do feel like it's quite empowering when it comes to being able to, after being able to recognize where you stand or where you are at on a personal level, being able to make the decision to not let that define where you are or where you're going. But I do feel like with the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse, it feels like an energy of being able to actually, I do feel like there's a self-care energy when it comes to where your mind is at. And this also feels like with the Six of Swords in the reverse, feels like an energy of being able to pay attention to any past experiences and how they may influence you or impact you in the present, and being able to actually do the work and being able to experience that healing. Do you feel like it's also something that's very productive to your growth? I do feel like also when it comes to this connection with this person, with that Ace of Cups, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience a connection where you're quite connected on a deep level. Do you feel like there's a sense of being able to experience a sense of being seen by this person on a deep level? And I also feel this person may actually also be recognizing that within this connection. Do you feel like the bond goes quite deep between the two of you? I do feel like with this Eight of Wands showing up over here, this also feels like the sense of being able to have a lot of communication or being able to have a lot of chemistry within your connection that can look like a lot of communication where you're on the same page. Do you feel like it is very possible? With this Three of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, This does feel like a sense of actually being able to get to understand where someone is coming from and realizing that it's not that different from where you're coming from. I do feel like with the Page of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who I do feel there's a sense of somebody being able to actually express romantic feelings. I do feel like that may be something they're doing for the first time, or it is something that does feel like it's a little bit out of their comfort zone because it is something you don't expect from them. But with the Page of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of someone who's kind of putting themselves out there. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Honeymoon card. We have the Reconciliation card. And we have the Free Yourself card. So this Honeymoon card showing up over here, this feels like an exciting energy. I also get this pertaining to the Eight of Wands. This does feel like an energy of being able to experience what may feel like adventure, excitement within a connection. I also feel that even when it comes to the feelings that are brought up for this person or even for you within this connection with this person, it's something that feels exciting. It's something that feels like it's also something that's like an adventure when it comes to being able to explore a connection with someone. I do feel like with the Honeymoon card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to have enjoyable moments in the connection. And I do feel like with this Honeymoon card showing up over here, this also feels like it is speaking to the start of this connection also having had been during a time that may have been a holiday season, or may have been somewhat of a fun time as far as being able to experience things that feel like it's a relaxing time where you're able to really be able to be present with someone. This does feel like an energy of being able to experience that sense in this connection again. Do you feel like with the Honeymoon card, this also does feel like being able to experience what feels like a blissful state or a honeymoon phase in this connection with someone, being able to experience things getting to that level with somebody? And I do feel like there's nothing holding you back. I also feel this person is also in a space where it's like they're open, there's nothing holding them back. But we do have the Reconciliation card, and I do get this pertaining to Six of Swords. With this Reconciliation card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of past energy being something that is being brought up, but I feel like it's being brought up in a productive way. It is being brought up to be worked through. It is being brought up to be able to actually address it and be able to let it go if it's no longer serving your highest good or even where you're going. So I do feel like with the Reconciliation card showing up over here, this feels like an opportunity to be able to actually make peace with something. And I do feel like there is a sense of that being something from your past or someone from your past. Also, when it comes to being able to, I do feel like also see and gain perspective on the past situation so that you can be able to get that peace from it and be able to release it. I do feel like with the Free Yourself card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where I do feel like there's a lot of healing and there's a lot of progress on a healing journey as well. But also just within this connection. With the Wheel of Fortune card showing up over here, this feels like divine timing. So I do feel like there is a sense of being able to experience things happening in due time or in the time that they're meant to happen. With the Knight of Pentacles showing up over here, this energy is not rushed. So it does feel like also being able to experience that sense of a patience with the unfolding of a connection or even being patient with somebody. Do you feel like that is also something that is also contributing to being able to actually connect in the opportune time in the connection with someone? But with the Page of Cups showing up over here, do you feel like there's a sense of things falling into place at the right time? I do also feel this person coming around when they feel ready. Also, I do feel like also you being in a good place when it comes to being able to experience this opportunity or even just this unfolding in this connection. With the Ace of Cups, it does feel like a turning point. It does feel like a new beginning or an opportunity to be able to also experience. Do you feel like a union? This could be a new union, but also a union with somebody. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.